Hello, back to water. My name's Beast, and today we're back with a Maiden Serenade. Today, as you can see, we'll be going to Kaede-Route, considering that he currently is whispering the order he plans and throwing everything out into her instead of Kaden this time. Okay, now just see if we're gonna go. I don't know. Your face seems red. You're angry. You're processing your current situation. What would have happened if she'd followed my words? The expression tells me that she's trying to read into my words to find out the tension behind them. Whoa! Trade, trap, they could only cry, sign to cry my heart. Ooh. I wonder if it was just an accident. The girl seems a little embarrassed as she looks up to me. Her hands touch, even overlap, but we leave it at that. Like everyone else, my eyes are glued to the fireworks in the sky. But ours is overwhelmed by our small connection. It's warm yet ticklish. It's enough to make everything inside me overflow. The blossom fire continue to dominate the night sky. The beauty begets applause from people all around us. Our eyes meet. Surely we've been thinking the same thing. A nod. And the firework rises. Tamaya! And then our voices fade into the boundless night. I had a bottle version of this is better. Flowers were in full bloom under the night sky. Deep tremors from far-off explosions throbbed the air, reverberating in the depths of my body. Of course, the lights. Everyone had their hearts stolen away with the lights decorating the night summer sky. Dark summer sky, I mean. Everyone, except for me. Girl whispers with her hand still holding mine. Jade glanced at her again and again, over and over. But it has to come to an end eventually. Even with the last fireworks of the night, more brilliant than any of its predecessors, slowly fades away in sight and sound. And by the time the moon and the stars have taken back their prominence in the night sky, the air is filled with his voice announcing the end of the fireworks festival. Mizuka abruptly stands up and calls out my name, and almost immediately Kaede and I let go of each other's hands. Yeah, it was pretty, right, senpai? She nods without looking in my direction. Despite the veil of moonlight, her cheeks have reddened, and I don't think it's my imagination. It's because she's right next to me. What are you talking about? I inadvertently raised my voice, shaken up at the thought that she might have witnessed our little secret. What Matsuri snickers and gives me an annoying glance. Her eyes look as though she sees through everything. Remember, she's baiting a telling reaction out of me. That's why the right thing to do here is proximity. I have no idea what to mean. Feign ignorance and change the subject. Well, let's go on. Mizuka and Miyabi are the first to nod in agreement, after which the other members promptly follow. Let's go, Kaede. Stand up and hold out my hand to her. Her eyes are wide open for an instant. She hesitates, but eventually decides to take my hand. Our hands don't stay connected for long, but it's enough for me to whisper to her as I pretend to walk beside her. Are you free sometime in the next days? For some time alone, just the two of us. I can feel her hair brush against my back as she turns her head. At the same moment, Miyabi, who has been leading the group, calls out to me. Yeah, I get it, so don't shout my name when there's so many people around. Break into a run after yelling back. I'm restless. I have no idea if she'll turn me down in the next second. So I have to get away from there. The faster the better. That day, I got to know my real self because I didn't surrender myself to fate. I love Kaede. My feelings were buried in the past, so I was afraid to dig them up and understand them. But ever since I became aware of it, my love for her has gotten so overwhelming. That's why I have to make a move. To find closure to move forward. Lies. Well, that's a fucking worrying one. That's a fucking worrying title to the start of a route. Oh, no subject. What do you mean by that? No subject. I mean what I said. Please tell me if you could spare some time in the next few weekdays. That was instantaneous and it took her a full 10 minutes to respond. No subject. Have some time off the day after tomorrow. No subject. That'll do. I'll pick you up at Awashiro Shrine around noon. P.S. Please keep it a secret from the others. Conversation ended there. Shouldn't have turned me down. She's up to it, right? Makes sense to me. I make sense of it, then decide to take a bath before going to bed. Following day, right before Mermaid is open. I don't know why whenever there's like a humming melody or like a fucking whistling melody type text box, my brain just defaults to them just whistling or humming the Super Mario theme. I don't know why that's just the default. Gotta retrain my brain to automatically start humming or singing fucking or humming or whistling fucking Kimigatame or something. Also, Torikuri just stay winning with that scene in past and present rediscovered, huh? Those who know, I'm not actually gonna be recording that game. Go buy the game yourself. Support the developers. I know this is going to be the finale of the series, but I don't care. Still want them to know that I fucking love it. Yeah, I mean, I also didn't fucking do a recording, like a series on fucking Monochrome Mobius. Which, don't forget, Monochrome Mobius is the game that comes before Past and Present Rediscovered, even though it is called Monochrome Mobius and not Utawaterum no. Still don't know why they decided to go back to Utawaterum no for Past and Present Rediscovered. Because essentially it just gives the fucking vibe that the two aren't connected for some reason, even though they are heavily. Anyways, you think so?
さっきというより朝から鼻歌混じりじゃん。
Yeah, they've been doing this unconsciously. The reason's pretty clear. Thinking about tomorrow.
中木よ。何かいいことでもあったのか?
It's only the beginning. No, honestly, there's no guarantee that things will end happily.
打ち切りエンドというやつじゃな。
Our fight has only just begun. No, not that.
二人ともおしゃべりしている暇があったらクリーンです。
はい。
じゃなくて、私は今やろうと思っていたよ。カリン、思った時にはすでに掃除が終わってないとダメよ。掃除したなら使っていいけれど。
The change tone of voice of her sister so hilarious I have to stifle a laugh while getting back to work. Oh, I suddenly feel like I'm being watched. Stop my hands and look up. Just to lock eyes with Kaede. Turn away.
何かご用ですか?
She asks, still facing the other way. Nothing wrong, but you were looking at me, so...
それは、七里くんがしっかりと手を抜かずに掃除をしているのかチェックしていたんです。
Ah, I see. A little excited thinks she might be feeling conscious about our date tomorrow. But apparently was getting my hopes up for nothing. Got it?
何ですか?
Do my best. With cleaning. And with tomorrow. Otherwise my intentions don't nice.
お客様に気持ちよくご利用してもらえるようきれいにね。
Yes. The ladder didn't make its way to her. But it's fine for now. Can only focus my energy on the job at hand after all.
やはりそういうことなのか、匠。どうかしたんですか、まつりさん。いや、大したことではないかもしれないし。どういうことですか？今はまだ確定事項とは言えないのでね。近いうちに確証がつかめたら塩根さんに、そしてみんなにも話をさせてもらうよ。
Eventually the light goes out and Mermaid closes its doors for the day. After the shop has been tidied up, part-timers start to leave for their respective homes.
それでは失礼します。
お疲れ様でした。はい、お疲れ様。
Kaede and Kaden thank my mom and then leave the store behind. I'll go somewhere.
あら、珍しい。
Just feel like taking a stroll. Same way anyway. I decided to follow after them into the dark night.
どっちがついでなのかしらね。
Kaede, Kaden.
七里くん。
おお、重木ではないか。
こら、七里先輩でしょ。
One can be outwardly cured of cringe, but never really leaves, and one is always at risk of relapse. I'm sure she'd come out just fine if one let her be, though. One day, like Grandpa used to say, she'll reminisce and sink in the depths of misery.
ところで重木。
カリン。
七里先輩、どうかしたんですか？もしかしてじゃなくて私たち忘れ物でも？
Oh, waffle for a moment. Felt like taking a stroll and I figured I might as well walk you two home. I ended up recycling the excuse I used with mom.
良き心がけじゃ重木。ついでというのが引っかかるがの。
Characters leaking out. God, it doesn't seem to mind at least, and nods in agreement. Let's make it official then. Please let me take you to home.
別に私はカリンさえ良ければ構いませんけど。
わ構わぬ。
Excellent then, shall we? Nod and moves next to them. Thank you for today. You've always been such great help. As we begin to walk, I start the conversation with some small talk. Kanan's the one who replies to my compliment. Because of course she would.
気にするでない。わもこの世界における情報を日々得なければならぬのでな。
カリン。
Kaden visibly shrinks under the pressure of Kaide's glare. Seeing the two of them like that never fails to make me laugh out loud.
助かってると七里くんはおっしゃいましたけど、今日に限ってはそうとも言えないのではありません？
Well, you may be right. Kaede made several uncharacteristic mistakes today. Like when we passed each other, she jumped out of the way, bumped into a table, and ended up throwing someone's order onto the floor. Or when she tried to pass me some dirty dishes, they slipped from her hands and shattered on the floor. And ended up on spotting her zoning out, a truly rare sight, by the way. I tried to talk to her, but ended up startling her so much she started to scream, spooking everyone inside the store, etc. It's totally normal to have days like today, especially considering how long you've been with us.
誰のせいだと思っているんですか？
Sad she must be so hung up on her mistakes that my consolation results in little more than an inaudible whisper and a sharp glare from her. I should change the topic. Catch-all, no-risk answer to all life's problems. By the way.
結局家まで送っていただいてしまいましたね。
Don't worry about it. Wasn't my primary
つい
goal.
でとおっしゃってたくせに。
調子のいいやつじゃ。
Oh. As it's already too late for vindication, I can only show a wry smile to the two girls as they judge me.
まあよかろう。大義。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとう、七里先輩。
Oh, no, I should be thanking you. Look back at Kaden and return my gratitude.
何がじゃ？
Just for everything. Feel bad for entertaining this line of thought, but Kaden's kind of in the way here. But, considering my date with Kaede tomorrow, I'm thankful that she's here. And that's why I thanked her. Well then, I've gotta go.
何か腑に落ちぬが、もうよかろう。良き眠りを七里先輩。
Good night, Kaden, then, Kaede.
おやすみなさい、七里くん。また明日。
I'll see you.
あれ？明日はバイト休みじゃなかったの？お姉ちゃん。
そうだったわね。うっかりしてたわ。
That's right. Kaede said see you tomorrow, so I just returned it without thinking.
ごめんなさい。私ったら本当にうっかり。
お姉ちゃんがうっかりだなんて珍しいな。
The truth is at risk of getting out the longer this conversation keeps going. With my resolve steeled, I bid farewell to the girls and hastily leave the Washiro shrine behind. On my way home, I recall that conversation at the shrine and smiled to myself. See you tomorrow, huh? It's under the text and sprint over the dark road while listening to the sound of the waves. I'll be working in the morning, but I'll be off for lunch. one more thing. Please bring your swimsuit. She Takumi. Oh no. That's perfect weather. Blue sky, white clouds, brilliant to the point of blinding.
本当にいい天気ね。それなのに、匠ったら母さんを見捨てて遊びに出かけるだなんて。
Could you please not put it that way? I asked you nicely and even helped out during the morning.
一番忙しい昼過ぎからいなくなるんじゃ、午前中の手伝いなんてなかったも同然。
There should be enough people around to help out.
足りてるわよ。でも母さん、匠がいないと匠分が足りなくて。だから今のうちに補充しておいてもいい？
How do I do that?
母さんのふかふかの胸の谷までギューって抱きしめて、やめろよ母さん、みんな見てるだろって匠が顔を真っ赤にして言うま
で。Mayhaps do you read too many fucking light novels? I'm leaving. So I have to walk away with my bag in hand before it gets any more ridiculous.
匠カムバーク。
I ignore her, obviously.
おや、匠じゃないか。こんなところで会うとは奇遇だね。
A coincidence, you say? Matsuri doesn't have work today. So meeting her here may be, in fact, just as she described it, a coincidence. However, my hunch tells me otherwise. Matsuri doesn't appear to be doing anything particular. She was leaning against the steel wall. The moment she saw me, she casually struck the conversation without a hint of surprise. Not that my presence here is particularly surprising, but still. How'd you know I'd pass by her?
その疑問へ答えるのは歩きながらにしようか。
That just raises more questions. But I give up and start walking by her side because it's just as she said. I can't keep Kaede waiting.
さて、どうして君がこの道をこの時間に通ると分かっていたかについてだね。なーに、簡単なことさ。
She grins like always and raises a finger up while still holding her
君が
arm.
今日の午後に休みを申請したからさ。無論それだけで分かるものではない。私は全知全能ではないのだから。まず君が休みを申請したのは一昨日の夜、もしくは昨日の朝。全員のスケジュールは常に把握しているよ。出勤ごとに確認もし直しているしね。君はなかなか残酷なことを言わせるね。今日シフトに入っていないのは誰なのか。なぜ君が突然今日の午後から休みを入れたのか。それらの情報とある事実を考慮してみれば、君がこの時間帯にこの道を通ることを察する程度、わけのないことさ。花火大会の最中、君と白里先輩が手を重ねていたことだよ。二度も言わせないでくれないか。本当に残酷な男だな、君は。今日からカレックと呼ぶことにするぞ。傷に塩を塗り込もうとしているからな。そんなことはどうでもいい。いいから話を本題に戻そうではないか。つまり様々な事情を鑑みるに、そういうことでいいのだな。実はね、匠、私は君に対して少なからず好意を持っているんだ。もちろん友人としてではなく異性としてね。
She casually professed her love to me right in the middle of a public road. That surprise is simply great. I lost control and coughed up my saliva. What are you saying out of the blue? You must be joking.
冗談だなんて思わないでくれよ。これでも私なりに勇気がいる告白なのだから。とはいえ、まだほのかなと言える程度のものだがね。けれど、燃え上がるようなものにならないとは言い切れないのも確かでね。だからこそ、君自身の口から聞かせてほしい。私を諦めさせるためにも、 ね。さて、改めて聞かせてもらうとしよう。そういうことでいいのだな。
With a fierce aura and tone of voice, Matsuri locks eyes with me. Never seen this side of Matsuri. Everything about her is sudden profession and onwards. But my hunch tells me to trust her, and therefore I answer. You only have one.
半分とは？
My feelings have gone unanswered. Shrug and continue. I don't know how she feels about it.
何を言っているんだ、君は。
Well, mad? Yes. But that isn't clear enough for me. Even though I haven't told her about my feelings, I stop. Keep walking at the same pace in silence, which makes me think Matsuri must be waiting for me to continue. Anyway, things happen.
そこは聞かないでおくのが量というものなのだろうね。今日これからというわけか。
Or it is where it ends.
そうなったら、私が慰めるという名目で、君の心の隙をついてやるから。
Could you encourage me in a more positive way?
どうして振られたばかりの私がそんな応援をしなければならない。むしろ立場上、玉砕を望む方にあるのだぞ。
That's true.
だがそれでも、この海のように寛大な心を持つ私は、君へエールを送ろうじゃないか。当たって砕けるだ、匠。
I very much prefer to keep it together.
そうなったら、私が慰めるという名目で、君の心の隙をついてやるから、安心してほしい。
In a way, it would actually be refreshing if one of the routes started like this. Like he tries to go for someone, gets shut the fuck down, and then this shit happens. Actually. This is when we get stuck in a time loop.
先ほどだな。私と結ばれたら先に進めるらしいという冗談はともかく頑張ってきてくれ。
Some acknowledgement Matsuri nods with satisfaction and comes to a halt.
私の話は終わったからね。あとはマーメイドでたこ焼きでも食べながらのんびりと過ごすことにするよ、匠。結果がどうであれ後悔しないようにな。
Yeah, I won't. I already have too much regret. She shows me a slight smile, then turns her back and walks away. As for me, without looking back, I sprint towards the Awashiro's shrine. Sorry for making you wait, Kaede.
どうしたのですか、七里くん。まだ約束の時間には早いですよ。
Kaede comes out to greet me, seemingly surprised by my heavy breathing, sweat-drenched face, and soaked back. Yeah, I started running and someone couldn't stop, and I'm sprinting all the way here.
ぐわーって一体何を考えているんですか。まったくあなた
Stuff happens.
いろいろとって本当にわけがわかりません。
Anyway, I'm glad I'm here early. That means that you didn't have to wait outside as long. Made it here 10 minutes earlier than the time you promised. Yet she was already waiting outside.
違います。別にあなたを待っていたわけじゃありません。
Okay, now be honest. Really? Was it carrying your stuff? I thought you were.
もしあなたが時間より早く到着して待たせたら申し訳ないと思って様子を見に来ただけです。この荷物もあなたが来ていたら改めて取りに戻るのもどうかと思って一緒に持ち出していただけです。
That's all.
そうです。
In that case, thank you for worrying about me.
当然です。それに気にかけていたのはずっとです。
That's out of mumble. By a long time, you mean the mistakes you made yesterday were all because you were distracted by today's date?
聞こえていたんですか？
Perfectly clear. Show the unsurprised, crimson-faced Kaede a vigorous nod.
だって仕方ないじゃないですか。いきなり二人きりで出かけようだなんて七里くんが言い出すから。それに
Not to mention?
ずっとはもっとずっとでどうして聞いているんですか？
Because you're talking right in front of me. Even if I didn't want it, her voice flies right into my ears.
とにかくそろそろ行きましょう。
With face reddened to her ears, Kaede turns her back to me and trots ahead. However, perhaps because she's flustered, she loses her footing on a stair. Watch out! Bring my arms around her slender waist and pull her toward me. Okay. Glad. I wouldn't like you at all to misstep like that.
大きなお世話というものです。七里くん。
What is it?
顔近いから。だからそろそろ話していただけると嬉しいような嬉しくないような。
Ah. I realized I've been embracing her from behind and hastily pulled my hands away. I'm sorry.
助けてくれたのですし、別に謝らなくとも。
Even if that's the case, I'm sorry. I still feel the sensation of her slender waist, her warmth, and her long, beautiful hair in my hands. Couldn't help but utter sorry because I stole a precious glance. Got to gaze into her eyes from distance, so close I could almost.
何度も謝らないでください。元はといえば、私が不注意だったのですし、ありがとう。七里くん、本当はもう少し。
If what could last a little longer.
なんでもありません。行きますよ。
Senpai, slow down or you're gonna fall again.
そうなったら、また七里くんが助けてくれればいいだけです。
By the way, right after we exit the shrine grounds, I asked her, "Did you bring it?"
忘れるわけありません。
Immediately she
です
replied.
が、どうして水着なんです？
She holds out her bag and asks, "We're going to do some swimming later, of
そ
course."
れって遊泳部の活動と何が違うのですか？
Don't worry. After that, we'll go have some fun at the shop.
ますます遊泳部の活動と大差ない気がしてきたわ。
You know what? You're right, but the biggest difference is there are only the two of us today.
そう、まさかとは思うけれど、到着したら他の方々が待ってるってことはないのよね。
I literally just said that it's only the two of us today.
一応の確認。
The others are all working right now. Even Matsu's off today said she was going to eat some octopus balls and mermaid when I met her on the way here.
そうなの。
But that's how it is. On our own today. Bring that fact and words, it makes me conscious of our situation. What's the point of nervousness? Can't help but laugh it off. I think to remember someone telling me such a thing in the past. The best way to relax yourself is to laugh. For some reason, I make Kaede avert her eyes. The first destination is the school's pool. The members of the swimming club should be at Mermaid right now, and all club activities have ended during the morning. Weather's really so perfect today. I was changing, leaving the dressing room, then make my way to the poolside, and from there I look up at the blue sky. Oh, it's gonna feel so nice on a hot day like this. For a few long minutes I fight urge to jump to the water and wait for Kaede.
お待たせ、七里くん。
Kaede opens up the dressing room door, exposing her swimsuit-clad body to the summer sun. Ooh. The descendant of both the swimming club and swim team. Her skin is unbelievably white, doing the double duty, and her slender limbs are a perfect match with her soft-looking build. When a young man is blessed with the opportunity to admire such beauty, he is compelled to do one thing, let out a sigh.
何ですか、その反応は。
She covers her exposed skin with her hands, slightly twisting her body to try to escape my eyes. However, such effort hardly make any difference in covering such a voluptuous body. I gulped and proceed to tell him my honest impression. But also for words, you're incredibly beautiful, Kaede.
別にこれまで何度も見ているじゃないですか。
You're right, seen you swimsuit plenty of times, but the first time we're alone. Only God knows what Mizuka and Miyabi would say if they heard me say that.
そう、褒め言葉として受け取っていいのかしら。
Of course, unbelievably beautiful. Once more to drive it home.
何度も言わなくていいです。
Made her angry. I accidentally said angry there. I meant to say angry, and I accidentally said angry. Wow.
それじゃあ準備運動してから入りましょう。
I just want to jump at the water right away.
ダメです。足がつりでもしたらどうするんですか？
Tried it. Mine was so caught up in her allure that I failed to anticipate her common
さあ、
sense.
準備運動を始めましょう。
Sure. There are no prying eyes, except maybe mine, as we stand facing each other and perform warm-up exercises. Oh my god, every time she does the front and back stretch. I've seen people do that exercise 1,000 times in my life, but when she does it, her massive jugs, let's just say it's both a blessing and a curse to onlookers.
七里くん、どうかしたんですか？ぼんやりとして。
No reason. Supposed to put my eyes and mind away from the natural wonder swaying delightfully along with her movements. Let's started off with a 50.
競争ということですか？
Nah, it's just for adjusting our
わ
bodies.
かったわ。それなら合図も特にいらないわね。
Of course, as long as I win. I dive into the water without waiting for a response.
七里くん、ちょっとそれはずるいでしょ。
Takes a moment to realize what's going on, but as soon as she does, she hastily dives after. God, with completely overcome the flaw in her technique quickly closed the distance between us. Managed to do the flip turn before her, but she's only a few seconds behind me. 50 meters left. I can sense her catching up. 10 meters. She was right next to me. 5 meters. My lead reduced to mere inches. And finally, touch the wall and resurface. She does the same 1/10 of a second later.
ずるいですよ、七里くん。
She makes a complaint through gasps. I already told you before I have 0 chances of winning against you. That's why I decided to give myself a little advantage. And it worked. Yay.
そういうハンデの付け方はなしだって前にも。とにかく今の結果は認めません。改めて勝負を挑む。
No can do. There's no way I can win fair and square. Not to mention we have something else to do after this. Climb up from the
七里くん、どこへ？それに別のことって。
A little special club activity. Point to the beach ball lying not too far from the
い
pool.
つの間
While I was waiting for
に
you.
用意がいいんですから。って七里くん、ここは仮にも学校です。
That's alright. I did the paperwork. These are officially recognized swimming pool activities we're doing right now. Seems surprised by my answer and freezes for a few seconds.
まったくもうあなたという人は。
Zom's expression shows me a wry smile. Settle then. Our next activity is
いいわ
volleyball.
よ。それではコースロープを挟んでやりましょう。
What did you? We'll play with a double hit roll and no spiking, okay?
わかったわ。落ちたかどうかギリギリの場合は息でいいわね。
Sure. Let's begin, shall we? Dash with the ball in my hands to make a high jump. Immediately after, I hear a loud splash and look to see a huge plume of water. Kaede lets out an adorable scream.
もう七里くん、何をするんですか？
Sorry, didn't do it without purpose.
それならってわざとやったんですか？
Sure did! I reply with a big grin from ear to
もう
ear.
だったらこれはお返しです。
She scoops up water with both hands and splashes towards me. Barrier activate. Block the water with the
も
ball.
う先ほどから七里くんばかりずるいですよ。
She starts swinging her arms around and shoots water towards me repeatedly. My barrier still works, but it fails to block everything. Black.
天罰適面です。
She smiles and gestures to say, have you learned your lesson? You're wide open. Press my palm together and shoot a water jet at her.
七里くん、いい加減になさい。
An eye for an eye. She proceeds to put her palms together and
あれ？
water is squeezed out of her hands, and that's it. She proves after some struggle, going like 10 centimeters. Think you're doing it wrong?
そう？こういうのをしたことがないから。
You're supposed to put your hands together like this. Raise my hands out of the water and show her. When you leave a tiny gap here, then press your palms to pressurize the
押
water.
しつぶす。
The trick is to make the space between your palms airtight and increase the pressure as fast as possible. Like this.
七里くん。
I've done a splash right in the face. Kaede claps her hands together, seemingly determined to take restraint.
あれ？
Fails again. It's slightly better than before if the stream of water still travels only a measly
手
distance.
の隙間もないはずだし、力強く押しつぶしてるはずなのに。
He's clumsy.
大きなお世話です。
She gives up on squirting and starts splashing water at me again. Now, senpai! Splash water back at her.
始めたのはあなたですってば。
Make quite a lot of noise as you splash water at each other. Can't stop laughing. At some point, he joins in. We're soaking wet, laughing and spattering water at each other. But after a while, immediately after I throw the beach ball at her, our game of volleyball begins.
お待たせしてごめんなさい、七里くん。暑かったでしょ？
I'm fine. I was in shade the whole time.
そうは言ってもこの暑さじゃ日陰にいても大差ないでしょう。
I'm fine, really. If you're worried, I'm gonna get some ice cream when we get to the shopping district.
わざわざ商店街で？
Told you to begin. We're going there after the pool.
ああ、そういう意味じゃなくて、ソフトクリームを食べるのなら途中のお店で買ってもってことだったんだけど。
Has to be there. Got the best ice cream, don't you think?
七里くんがそこまで言うならそれでいいわ。
Let's go then. A little thrown off by a remark, but decided to just get on with the plan. We chit-chat all the way to the shopping district, even joking about how exhausted we are from our short swimming excursion. Sun's beating down so
午
hard.
後から暑くなるって天気予報の通りね。
We'll just have to enjoy the sauna until sunset then.
暑い分ソフトクリームの冷たさも堪能できると思いますよ。
Indeed. Smile back at her and stop in front of the store. After leaving, we decide to enjoy the treat under the eaves of a nearby building.
やっぱりあそこのソフトクリームは美味しいですね。
Alright. Even better because we forced ourselves to endure the heat all the way here from school.
確かにその通りね。そういえば七里くんは今日もミックスソフトなんですね。
Well, figured I get to test both the vanilla and the chocolate. Implies a tad awkward because I didn't expect her to bring up the tastes. Nonetheless, her expression tells me she wasn't hinting at anything further. You went for pure vanilla,
あ
huh?
ら、王道って言ってほしいです。
Are you saying mine is injustice?
そこまでは言わないけど、やっぱりソフトクリームならバニラって思いますから。
Very important to note down. I already opened them. Yeah, right. Don't. Now feel the urge to get jacked.
そうね。たまになら。
I do want to try some. Not exactly in touch. Feel my face burning is out of my suggestion. I'm asking if you want to have a taste of my ice cream.
あ
Please that quickly, the ice cream's gonna melt. I heard you're not giving you the time
あ、
to think.
そうね。いただきます。ありがとう七里くん。たまにはチョコもいいわね。
You're welcome.
ところで七里くん。
Yeah?
私のも
Excuse me?
だからチョコをいただいたお礼に私のバニラを食べていいと言ってるんです。
Except his is chocolate vanilla. He already has the vanilla in there. I already have vanilla in mine.
そんなこと分かってます。七里くんの私が少し食べてしまったからその分の穴埋めみたいなものです。だから
What's that ice cream for you? Oh, blessed be the Lord and embarrassment! Mard starts throbbing as a glance. He tells she's nervous. Even Senpai's embarrassed. Red cheeks aren't the result of summer heat. I think. I'll have to taste. Born and raised in a land of couples, I've seen people doing this exact thing on multiple occasions. Even I've done it before with Mizuka, of course. But to do it with a person I love, one-sided though it is such a special and inexpressible feeling. And my soul trembles with excitement. My mind was elsewhere. The ice cream melted, a portion of it dropped on my shirt. It faithfully follows the laws of physics and rolls down along the clothes to my feet. Damn it! That's my own fault for spacing out. There's absolutely nothing you have to apologize for.
服が汚れて
Quickly pulls out a handkerchief and kneels down in front of me. He then proceeds to wipe away the ice cream on my shirt. But there's one huge problem. The ice cream dripped on my shirt and rolled down my pants before falling on the ground. In other words, it's left a mess around my groin. Is that clear enough? I can do it myself, senpai.
いいえ、私が食べてなんて言わなかったらこんなことになり
Please let me do it myself or else
そうじゃないと
I'll have to wipe my crotch. I hope she could hear me because my voice almost faded away at the
股
end.
間
Her wise Aiden. Yes, her wise Aiden. Her wise Aiden. But because I can't fucking speak. Why is it always that? Why is it always the fucking wide eyes for some reason? Her eyes widen as she ponders over the word for a moment. Then shifts her gaze downward. To my crotch, obviously. Her face reddens to the ears, to the neck. She lets out an outlandish scream and stands up in her hands.
早く言ってください
She throws her handkerchief at my face. It doesn't hurt at all.
それ使っていいですか
I responded with a wry smile and used the handkerchief to clean the clothes. I may have been chill about it, but the lady's eyes are very honest about the region they're interested in. The shame's a bit overwhelming, so I decided to trim it back to her as I wipe my groin area. So I'll wash it before returning it to you.
変なところを拭ったハンカチなんていりません。差し上げます。
Just washing it won't be enough. Oh well, I'll keep it then. Wrap a napkin around the handkerchief and put it inside my bag. Do you want to get another ice cream?
まだコーンの中に少し残ってますし。
He shakes her head with a forced smile. In that case, do you want to share mine? Well, maybe I'll stick powders here, but I still decide to ask her anyway. Seems perplexed for a moment, and
そこまで七里くんが言うなら。
I don't think I'm resistant, but they say, "Ah, senpai."
あ。
Makes an itty bitty day.
おいしい。あ、七里くん、お返しに私もって。
Droops her shoulders in disappointment. And just take mine and feed me. Boundaries? What are they good for?
いいわよ。
Nods with a complicated expression on her face. Uh-oh, now I've gone too far. Done is done. I can't take back my words now, can I? Here you go.
ええ。
Raise her hand to receive the ice cream, but it accidentally touches my finger. The ice cream falls onto the ground. It's gone for good.
ごめんなさい。私ったら。
Nah, it's my fault that I go before you could hold on to it.
そんなこと。それより新しいのを買い。
Don't worry about it. I spaced out and made you waste your ice cream before, so we're even now. If you really insist, please just give me your cone.
七里くん。
Please. Ah.
もう、わかったわ。大半がコーンなのに大げさなんですか。
So good. Situational spice enhances the flavor of a thousandfold. Well, I guess we should go now.
そうね。でも、
Casts her eyes down at what's left of our ice cream lying on the ground. I got it. Please wait here for a bit. Enter the store whose eaves we've been taking shade under. Sorry for the wait, senpai. Show her the plastic bag we got from one of the clerks. We just have to pick up the remaining solids and they'll spray water to clean the ground later.
偉いわね、七里くん。
Let's just say that being born and raised in a family business has its own unique educational benefits. Play cool, but deep down inside her confidence gives me butterflies.
それじゃあ、片付けましょう。
As we all know, something's gonna happen that's going to make them not immediately get into a relationship. It is just an inevitability. It will happen. The question is just what it is. After that, we went to karaoke. After singing for 2 whole hours, we exited the building and discovered the sky has gone orange from the setting sun. It's late already. Stretching my body while gazing up at the sky.
たくさん歌ったものね。楽しかったけど、あっという間に今日も終わりね。
Totally. Kaede, please give me a bit more of your time. We'd go just one more place after this.
ええ、海岸へ行くんですよね。
Very nice.
とりあえず歩きながら話しましょうか。
She starts walking ahead of me with a sad smile. Sure, let's pick up the pace to walk beside her. But we're just moving our feet without saying anything for a while. Eventually, she just prefers to break the silence.
セレクトショップ巡りは時間がかかるのと距離があるから省いたってところかしら。
She really did notice what I was trying to do. Yeah, that's right. Did you realize?
カラオケへ行こうって七里くんが言い出したところです。最初はちょっとした違和感だったんですけどね。なんとなくらしくないなとか昔みたいだなって思って。
What do you mean by
あ
that?
なたなら商店街まで我慢せず途中で冷たいものを買おうって言うだろうと思いましたので。
You got me. Want to surprise you after the fact. That's my time to show her a wry smile.
さすがにそこまで鈍くないです。だってデートした場所ですからね。
It was around this time of year when we first talked, wasn't it? Recall what happened during the summer 2 years ago. Well, the day just as odd as today. I was on my way to a classmate's house, and by pure chance I went by the precinct of Minagihama Academy. That's when I heard the sound of splashing water, so I stopped to check. No, actually, it wasn't deliberate. I was compelled. The girl had stolen my heart at that very moment, and I had eyes for no one else. I knew who she was. She was Kaede. She was 1 year older than me, a local celebrity for being flawless in everything from her appearance to her grades and sports. We were basically strangers at the time. That's why I couldn't do anything but gaze at her beautiful form as she dove into the pool. Couldn't take my eyes off her. She was alone doing after-hours practice to prepare for the upcoming summer competition. Watched and watched until she suddenly stopped and started swinging her arms around, making big splashes. Immediately realized she was drowning, so I climbed over the fence and jumped into the pool. Fortunately, made it in time and managed to rescue her. She obviously didn't expect anyone to be watching, but she thanked me for saving her and she smiled at me. Her tell of her beauty, her intellect, and for that moment, it had nothing to do with me. I thought we lived in different worlds, that we'd never cross paths. Fate, a pure coincidence brought us together at the pool, and she bestowed me with a smile. My heart throbbed. I'd never raced so fast before. The very moment I fell in love. Now perhaps it was the moment of realization. My heart had already been stormed the second I laid eyes on her graceful dive. The dive of a mermaid. I wouldn't have time to gawk, though. For just a moment later, I would have to speak. She asked my name.
龍野小太郎、南浜学園の2年生。
She whispers without looking at me. Her eyes are chasing after the distant waves.
どうしてあんな嘘をついたのかしら？
Yeah, that day I lied to her about my name and age. Oh, I wish I hadn't. During winter 3 years ago, do you remember the second-year student who told you their feelings right before you graduated middle school?
あ、ごめんなさい。あの時は結構な人に、その...
In that case, it doesn't matter. Just forget about my question.
そう。
Anyway, that guy told me... Hold on. Can I tell you that? It won't take long, I promise.
わかったわ。
After agreeing, we keep on walking in silence. We walk and walk. Eventually, as we approach the destination, I brush a few steps forward and turn around to face her.
やっぱりここなんですね。
Sure is. Okay, can I answer your question?
ええ、もちろんです。
That guy was my friend. He didn't expect anything when he asked you out, so your refusal didn't affect him much at all. But do you remember what you said when you turned him
あ
down?
の時は確か年上の人が好みだからって。もしかして。
Yeah, that's the reason I lied to you.
そうだったの。
I was reminded of what you told him when you asked for my name. That's why in the spur of the moment I lied about my age. About the name, I was scared you'd heard about me, so I couldn't tell you my real name. It was stupid of me. Why would you know about some nobody living in the other side of town? But it wasn't myself back then. I was afraid of all the possibilities that were flooding my head. So I went with a fake name.
だけど私の好みと嘘がつながるって、もしかして。
He was visibly shaken, taking a deep breath while putting a hand against my chest to try and calm down my throbbing heart. To ready myself to confess the truth of my lie. Probably won't believe what I'm about to tell you, but on that day I fell in love with you at first sight.
嘘。
I won't lie this time. It's nothing but the truth. That's the real reason I lied about my age.
七里君。
She trusted me back then. Of course she did. I did just save her life. After I told her my fake name, I left right away, saying I promised to meet up with a friend. That was a lie as well. I was simply so nervous I didn't know what to talk to her about. More than anything, I felt guilty for lying to her in the first place. Before I could make my escape, she said she wanted to thank me properly on another day. Caved to the pressure and agreed. Never managed to apologize to her and tell her the truth. The next day she was practicing alone again when I came to see her. Watched for a while until she finished, then she took me to the shopping district so she could treat me to ice
近
cream.
くのコンビニのアイスでいいってあの日あなたは言ったんですよね。
Yep, but you insist on going to the shopping district. Told me you wanted to go there, so to see how good the ice cream was for yourself. I was walking on hot coals the whole time, wondering how to tell you the truth. I was thrilled to be with her, but I was just as frustrated with myself for not being able to come clean. Looking at her smile made me scared. Didn't want the truth to destroy what little connection I had with her at the time. Couldn't tell her that day. We promised to see each other again and part. That days continued for a while. We'd sing together, strolled through the shops around town. I even gave up being an observer and joined her in the pool. We were together day after day like a couple of lovebirds. Nothing can truly last on the back of a lie. I knew that very well, yet still decided to keep the truth from her. All the way until the end of summer, the very last day of break. I was determined to come clean. I was readying myself for the worst. We met at the same place we're standing right now. I have something very important to tell you. We spoke the same sentence at almost the same time. Spent a very good few minutes trying to decide on who'd be the first to go, but eventually conceded to volunteer to take the initiative. My heart was on the verge of exploding. After a couple of seconds, I felt the sanctuary's law. The instant I opened my mouth about to speak, a classmate walked by us. He recognized me and called out my name. I will never forget how bewildered Kaede looked. Didn't end there. The son of the devil promptly recognized who I was and continued. Chichi, you're dating Kaede, you piece of shit. Wait till the whole school finds out about this. Coincidences gave me the sweetest summer of my life, and coincidences ended it the most bitter way possible. The Antichrist casually walked away, leaving behind the most awkward silence in human history. This time Kaede was first to speak.
嘘ついていたんですか?
I tried to make excuse, but immediately realized it was pointless. So instead I nodded. I'm sorry. My cheek hurt. But I knew she was hurting even more than me. Her hand was reddened from the impact, but I was sure her heart was in a much worse state than that.
最低です。本当に最低です。
Teardrop rolled down her cheek, reflecting the crimson light from the setting sun. She turned away from me and ran. Couldn't go after her. I stood there frozen for the longest time. Until the sun had sunk under the horizon, the sky went dark, revealing a billion stars. After that, I didn't go to see her, not even once until the day I enrolled in Minagihama Academy. When Miyabi forced me to join the swimming club and took me to the pool where Kaede was practicing. Though just biased with what happened, so I really didn't expect to be able to talk to you again, ever. To be honest, I was still not convinced that this isn't a dream, being able to spend a day with you like this.
七里君
Kaede, please let me tell you what I couldn't 2 years ago. My name is Shichiri Takumi, I'm 1 year younger than you. I was lying to you the whole time. I'm really sorry. That said, I lower my head. She doesn't say anything in return. I was a liar, but no more. I'll never lie to you again, so please forgive me, and give me another chance to be friends with you.
七里君返事の前に質問をさせてもらっていいかしら?
Sure, anything.
さっき言ってたことは本当なんですよね?
I'm telling you about the truth today. What specifically do you mean?
私のこと好きって言ったことです。
Ah, the face is burning up once again. Yes, it's true.
そう。じゃあ今は
Now,
今はどう思っているんですか? 嘘つかないんですよね?
I won't. Dug my own grave and now I'm stepping into it involuntarily. I love you even now. I love you, Kaede. During the long conversation I had with Shione that night we first met, I told her there's someone on my mind. I always thought that it was just a lie I couldn't stop telling myself, I mean. However, as I gaze at this girl in front of me, it dawns on me that she never left my thoughts, not once. I loved you ever since the day we met.
そうだけどそれならどうして友達からなのかしら?
Because
嘘は
I know. I was so happy to be able to talk to you again, yet I still struggle to find a chance to apologize for what happened 2 years ago. Only today that I managed to do so. How can I ask you for anything more than your forgiveness? That's why I hesitate for a moment. It would be premature to reveal the rest, but I already promised her the truth. I wanted to start over as friends while still acknowledging my feelings. For the whole plan. Now I should know why today I picked the exact route we took that summer. We start a relationship. No, it's still too early for you to trust me again, but it's the truth. You will never hear a lie from me ever again. I'll do my best, absolute best, to prove that I'm a man worthy of being with you. That's why, from now on, please be my friend. The world falls into silence, then it's dominated by the sound of distant waves, the engines of occasional passing cars. It's agonizing, same as that day 2 years ago. At least it doesn't last forever.
七里君友達にということだけどごめんなさい.
She slightly shakes her head with a sad smile. The thing, the possibility of her turning me down did cross my mind, despite the good moment we had during the night of the festival. Yes, it hurts, but it's nothing compared to the pain I inflicted on her 2 years ago.
私ね
To be honest, I can feel my soul dying with each passing second the longer I stay here. But I can't leave just yet, until she's run out of things to tell me. This is my punishment for the horrible thing I did.
結構意地を張る性格なんです.
Can't understand what you mean. She nods my
嘘を
words.
ついていた件はもういいと思っています。騙されていたんだって気持ちが強かった時期はそんな風に思えませんでしたけど、時間が経って気持ちが少しずつ落ち着いてきて、そうしたら何か理由があったんじゃないかって思えるようになったんです。あなたが私に嘘をつかなければならない理由がって。でももし 意味もなく嘘をついていたのなら、本当のことを言わないことで私の反応を見て楽しんでいたのなら、真実を知るのが怖かったわ。聞こうと思えば聞きに行けたのに、怖くて行かなかった。あなたのお友達が私のことを先輩だと言っていたから、後輩だということは分かっていたというのに。遊泳部の件で再会した時も、どうして嘘をついていたのかを聞きたかったわ。だけど騙されていたって気持ちがやっぱりどこかに残っていて、意地を張ってそのために対抗意識を強く持ってしまって。だけど今日ようやく嘘をついた理由を聞けてすっきりしました。代わりにドキドキもしているけれど。
She casts her eyes downward. She presses her hand against her
ね
chest.
え七里くん、私はさっきも言った通り、あなたとは友達になれません。
My heart aches again. It's only for a split second.
だって私の気持ちは2年前からずっと決まっていましたから。あの夏の日にあなたが助けてくれた時から、あなたと顔を合わせるたびに、言葉を交わすたびに、私の胸はいつも高鳴っていたんです。七里くんに負けないくらい、すごく。
God, does that mean? But nah, there's only one possible explanation. Maybe a clueless idiot, but I'm neither dense nor stupid enough not to get the
2
picture.
年前、私がここで伝えようとしたことを、伝えられなかったことを、今度こそ。
That said, she takes out a lovely notebook from her bag, then opens it to reveal an equally adorable envelope.
七里匠さん。だから、この手紙を読んでください。その手紙の内容が、お友達にはなれない理由です。
Take the envelope from her hands. Do I read it here in front of you? She nods. The redness of her cheeks is clearly not the result of the redness of the setting sun. I should have said to Kaede, love with you. Please go out with me. That's not the Kaede.
口に出さずに読んでください。
I'm sorry, but this means nods. Just not, didn't you?
私は白里と楓はあなたのことが好きです。大好きです。私はお友達にはなれないと返事をしました。だから今度は七里くんが私の気持ちに返事をください。私とお付き合いをしていただけませんか？恋人として。
Yes, of course, because I love you so much, Kaede. I can't wait to see what life has in store for us.
はい、こちらこそよろしくお願いします。ただ一つだけいいですか？
Anything at all.
さっき七里くんが自分で言いましたけども、改めてもう嘘はダメですよ。
She puts a finger on her lips and smiles at me. These are a wry smile as I nod. Just like that, after 2 whole years and a whirlwind of coincidences, Kaede and I have become a couple.
あの時は頬を叩いてごめんなさい。痛かったでしょ？
It's fine, I earned it by lying to you.
それでも謝りたいの。ずっと謝りたくて。
We sit on top of the sea while updating each other on the years we've lost. There's so much to catch up on. She tells me what went through her mind, what she truly wanted to do, especially during the time we met again, the feud between our clubs and work at Mermaid. There's no way I could tell her this, but the whole story can be summarized as her being stubborn, unable to be honest with herself every single time. That's so adorable.
何を言い出すのかしら、七里くん。
That's my sincere impression.
そういう冗談はなしです。
I'm not. Just speaking my mind. You're unbelievably cute, Kaede.
七里くんは意地が悪いです。
Not all truths are bitter, you know. Actually, I have a favor to ask you.
なんでしょう。
Could you stop calling me Shichiri-kun? We've become a couple and all. I'd prefer some more intimate. And please talk to me in a more casual
呼
manner.
び方はともかく、 口調は普段からこうだから変えるのはちょっと難しいかもです。
That's true. Okay, for now, please just use my first name.
はい。たくみくん。
Oh, it's making me ticklish. Extremely happy at the same time.
私からもお願いをしていいですか？
Sure, go ahead.
たくみくんも先輩ってつけないで他のみんなのように呼び捨てでお願いします。それに敬語もちょっと。私だってたくみくんに他人行儀に接されるのは嫌です。
She starts sulking with puffed cheeks. It's the first time she's shown me that expression. I'm both amused and overwhelmed by how precious she is. Understood? Well done, Kaede.
どうしてさん付けなんですか？
What's up? Oops, but you're still using kun to address me.
それは。
Anyway, I don't think we should rush it. Let's change things little by little, starting with the name.
そうですね。わかりました。
In that case, thank you for being with me, Kaede.
ええ、こちらこそよろしくね、たくみくん。
Sheesh, it's so embarrassing.
私も。
We laugh as we gaze into each other's eyes on the street light. That's already this light. I'll walk you home.
ありがとう、たくみくん。
Just one of my duties as your boyfriend. Not to mention, it'll earn me a few more minutes with you.
もう、だけどその前に寄りたいところがあるんだけど。
Sure, I don't mind.
じゃあ行きましょう。
Where is it we're going?
ついてのお楽しみでいいですか？
She just fucking walks him all the way over to a fucking mermaid, kicks down the door. I have come to ask for his hand, mother! If you say so. I just realized like a couple of days ago that my fucking heater was still on in my room. Which, you know, very counterproductive. So I felt the need to check there as well. Because, hoo boy, my back is fucking sweaty. It is unpleasant to lean against the backrest right now. I know how to proceed to walk beside her. I have no idea where we are headed, but it seems to be the opposite direction of our house. Heading towards the mermaid right now. By the way, Kaede, can we hold hands?
もちろんいいですよ。というよりも、私もつなぎたいです。
She has been too embarrassed to look me in the eye while she said that, but she had been too embarrassed to look me in the eye while she said that, but now she still takes the initiative. Her hands touch for the first time since tonight at the fireworks festival, but not for long. Let go for a second and reunite, intertwining our
なん
fingers.
だか夢みたいです。
Surely I'm not the only one who's dreaming. Never imagined she would say something so sweet to me with a smile on her face.
到着しましたよ。
Mermaid?
ええ、そうです。
Already closed for the day. From outside, I can see the other members diligently cleaning the store. Why here?
もちろん、みんなに私たちが交際を始めたことを宣言するためです。
Sorry, but I just remembered something urgent. Gotta take care of it.
ここがあなたの実家ですよ、たくみくん。
Right! My attempt to flee failed miserably. She wouldn't let go of my hand. But why? I'm gonna die from
た
embarrassment.
くみくんに悪い虫がつかないように釘を刺しておくんです。
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why are her eyes so scary?
とにかく宣言をしておきたいんです。それにお母様にもご挨拶をしないと。ということで、わかりましたか、たくみくん？
Absolutely. Resistance is futile. I powerlessly nod and follow her inside. We know who's going to be wearing the pants in this relationship. The locked room, what? Locked room mystery?
ああ、匠が寝取られちゃった。
I mean, is that the right phrasing? We've never been in a position where that word would reply. This is unusually slow for the afternoon. Boredom tends to bring out the worst in human nature.
細かいことはいい子なしよ、匠。お風呂へ一緒に入った仲でしょ。匠くん、あなたそんなことを。
They made all the boys go in together during a field trip.
あの時、顔を真っ赤にしてて。かわいい。
That was someone else, not me.
たーくん、私という幼馴染がいるのに。
Yeah, childhood friends. That's all we are to each other. Replying to these jerks while having to keep an eye on Kaede's reactions is driving me insane.
大変そうだな、匠。
Please give me a hand if you really think
な
so.
ぜ私が。
You turned me down, didn't you, or I speak
モ
to
テ
me?
る男は辛いわね、匠。
Ah, crap, here comes a nuisance.
その顔はまたややこしいのが話に加わってきたって思ってるわね。
I swear to
安
God.
心なさい。匠の嫁として認めないなんて言い出したりしないから。
I could hear that, you know. What are you doing here then, Mom?
言いたいというより聞きたいね。ねえ、楓ちゃん。
何でしょうか、お母様。
匠とどこまで進んでるの？
A simple yet cruel question.
それは、その。
Blushes and goes silent. The whole gang waits with bated
シュ
breath.
ー、またの名をキスくらいはしたの？
いえ、まだです。夏が終わるくらいまでにはしたいなって思ってますけど、まだ全然です。
Too much information!
なるほど。二人の関係は未だ感激あり。つまり、制裁戦争は終結していないということか。そうね。匠と先輩が抜き差しする関係になる前に寝取り返せば万事解決ね。勝手なことを言わないでください。それと抜き差しする関係とは何ですか？意味がわかりません。ゴニョゴニョゴニョ。え？営み？男女の？抜き差し。
Kaede's eyes go wide. She turns to me, then casts a sideways glance at the ground, and blushes tomato red. Lets out a scream and zooms away. Miyabi! After that, for a while. I didn't have a second of peace, right up until closing, because of the non-stop casual glances from Kaede.
それではお疲れ様でした。
I'll take you home.
でも、
Let me. I want to do it.
もう、じゃあお願いしていいですか、匠くん。一発の彼女気取りを。彼女ですから。
She, my girlfriend, smirks pretentiously and coolly brushes a hair to the side of her head with her hand.
ムキー！匠、やっておしまい。
Just what do you want me to do?
跡目作り？
You may try to make it sound cute, tilting your head and all, but that doesn't make it any less vulgar.
お母様、もう少しだけ待っていただけないと心の準備が。
Down to play along with her.
そうよね。どうせ付き合うのは匠とだもんね。くそー、余裕見せてくれちゃって。
Jeez, people are such a... Let's go, Kaede! Take her hand and start walking.
匠、帰りが遅く。具体的には朝帰りするようなら連絡を入れるのよ。
Let's pretend I didn't hear anything. For God's sakes, they were acting like grade school brats. Not even kids wouldn't be that sensitive about sexual stuff nowadays. You too, Kaede. You should just ignore them. Our reactions are amusement to them, so they'll never stop treating us like their playthings as long as we give them our attention. Though I did give them a bit of snark once, so I can't exactly blame her now. Really gotta work on thickening my hide. However, she doesn't seem to be listening to our words. Kaede?
ごめんなさい。
What's wrong? You're bothered by what they said?
実はいろいろ考えていたんですけど、匠くんは私とエッチしたいですか？
What? Spew imaginary coffee out of my mouth. What the heck are you talking about out of the blue?
だってこのまま付き合っていけばいつかはそういう話が出るでしょう。
must have some way through each word while nervously fidgeting with her fingers. Yes, but there's no need to rush things now, is there?
So...
At the very least, if anything of that sort happens, it's gotta start with a kiss first.
キスですか?
Oh god, I'm being cringe. It's like my intimacy-related knowledge came from some cheap romance novel. But even in that case, I don't feel like I'm wrong.
そうですよね。まず段階を踏むのが筋ですよね。
It's a bit stiff, but she's finally managed to smile.
それに私もエッチなことをするのは結婚してからって思いますし、どうして黙り込むのかしら?
Well, I kind of wanted to do it with you before we got married, actually.
たくみくん、二人きりなんだから変な冗談は。
I'm being serious, I told you, didn't I? I'll be truthful no matter what.
確かに。だけど私たちはまだ学生で。
Yes, you are. But I think it's perfectly normal for a boy my age to have such desires towards the girl he loves.
そうなんですか?
Yeah.
普通なんですか。だけど私さっきも言ったように結婚まではって思ってますけど、どうしてそこで黙るんですか?
I'm unsure if I could restrain myself.
我慢してください。私たちは清く正しい交際をしていくんです。
I know. I might do it with my imagination.
妄想?
Here's your house. It would actually be kind of funny if every H scene was just his imagination going wild, and then the only actual H scene that happens for real is like an after credit scene, H scene. It's just they're married now. That would actually be kind of funny. Here's your house.
ありがとう、たくみくん。
You're welcome. It doesn't feel right being thanked for it now. I only did it because I wanted to spend more time with you.
それでもやっぱりありがとう。私もたくみくんとの時間が欲しかったですし、おかげでお互いの性への考え方も確認できましたし。
Archie deliberately avoided the sensitive word, but then turned bedroom only makes things more suggestive to me. Oh, by the way, she also forbade the use of my imagination. Well then, see you tomorrow at Mermaid. Your shift's in the afternoon, right?
午前中は部活の練習に出ますから。
Try not to get a cramp.
大丈夫ですよ。たくみくんが助けに来てくれますもの。
I'll be busy working in the morning, so there won't be any rescuing unless some higher being gives me an omen of some sort.
たくみくんのケチ。
She puffs her cheeks and grumbles. Oh, I've never seen her make that face before. Seems even such a trivial thing reminds me sharply of the tremendous change in our relationship. Well, I've got to go back now.
そうですね。いつまでも引き止めちゃ迷惑になってしまいますものね。
She speaks with a calm voice, but it's possible not to notice the sadness in her eyes. Kaede. Maybe I'll stay here just a little.
それはダメです。明日また会えるんだもの。ここはぐっと我慢です。
Yeah. See you tomorrow, Kaede.
はい。また明日。
Turn around and start walking. That's where I could say that I'm about to walk because I can't move forward with my shirt being pulled from behind. Kaede?
ごめんなさい。やっぱり
Want me to stay a little longer? She averts her eyes bashfully and shows me a slight nod. This needy side of you is surprisingly refreshing.
別にそういうわけじゃありま。やっぱりいいです。また明日会えますし。
Spotted mood then she whips around before I can respond. Wait. She'd only taken a few steps before I took her hand and stopped her. I wasn't teasing you, you know. I'm just happy you acted that way toward me.
そう。でもやっぱり今日はいいです。引き止めるのは悪いですし。
I still want to be with you though.
もうそんな風に素直に言われたらダメなんて言えないじゃないですか。
More way to becoming the most honest man on the continent. Her expression softens after seeing my grin.
じゃあ私も正直にならないとですよね、たくみくん。もう少し一緒にいてください。
Certainly, as you wish, my lady. I was gonna complain if it was just 15 minutes or so. I don't see it my excuse as I settle down on a stone step. I've got to set a limit for myself, or else I may end up staying here until late, giving Mom the perfect chance to stir up some kind of drama.
さっきの話ですけどね。
the bedroom thing?
戻りすぎですから。私が甘えん坊って言ったでしょ。
Ah, didn't mean to tease
え
you.
え、それはもう分かってます。そうじゃなくて、もしかしたら、きっとそうなのかもしれないなって。私、学校では水泳部の部長ですし、家ではかりんのお姉ちゃんでしょ。だからかな、大変な時があっても自分が何とかしなくちゃっていつも思ってて。でも匠くんは恋人で、他の人と違って私の特別な人で、だからですかね、心のどこかで甘えてもいいのかもって思ってる気がするんです。
Be lying to you about being your senior must have played part too, huh?
それもあるかもしれませんね。
Something close to what you say. Welcome to vulnerable about me, around me anytime, anywhere. Seeing sides of you that you try to hide is like a treat to me.
もうそういう言い方されると逆に意地を張っちゃいそうなんですけど。
Oh, can't have that. Ignore what I just said and please don't hold back. The more you depend on me, the happier I am.
嬉しいですか？
Pretty much so.
本当にいいですか？
More than anything in the entire world.
いっぱいいっぱい甘えちゃいますよ。
I'd like to see you try and make.
はい。
Then, as if to demonstrate a word, she rests her head on my
匠
shoulder.
くん大好きです。
A few days later, literally, because I have work tomorrow, and I'm not going to be recording. In all likelihood, who knows? Maybe I'll lose control again and just record anyways. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye bye.